Welcome to Bonehead Guitars. Let's go build some junk. I got to looking through all my scraps. When I taper my neck blanks, I wind up with funky shaped scraps. And I got tons of other scraps. Long scraps. Shitload of scraps. From splinters up to chunks. I got a shitload of wedges. I got some really irregular shaped stuff. And some bigger irregular shaped stuff. And some really oddly shaped shit. So if you can't tell, kind of running out of material except for shit loads of scraps. Trying to think of some way I can put them to use. So, I had this crazy idea. Actually, I've been thinking about this for a while. I keep thinking there's got to be a way I can use that crap. Man, we can piece some kind of a top together, or even a whole damn body. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I got an idea. I have some purple heart that I think make a nice top, but I'm also thinking about doing some kind of pattern with some maple. So what I did, I took my outline of my LP-ish shape and I put a center point and 30 degrees off of that, 30, 60, 30. What I'm thinking is I'll have like this purple heart wedge, piece of maple, purple heart, maple, purple heart, maple, purple heart, maple. Yeah, you'll see. Because with that center point being visible right in the middle of the pickups, between the pickups, I need these intersections to be extremely precise. I have a 30-degree mark. I put this MDF down on my radial arm so I could cut and see exactly where that cut is, where that blade's going to go. Lined up on the outside of it here. Line the blade up here. And we're going to try to make a cut. Now, I stuck both my pieces together with big strips of masking tape and super glue, so hopefully they will stay together, because I want exact replicas of each wedge for each side. So, let's see if we can do this without tearing shit up and chopping my arm off. That was fucking scary. Now what I need, another 30 degrees. Gets me those two. I need the one in the middle. Maybe this is a stupid ass idea. Starting to make a little more sense now. Now I have some birdseye maple somewhere. I gotta dig that out and then figure out how we're gonna cut those wedges perfectly. I may not have put enough thought into this before I got started. In true bonehead fashion. Anyway, let me find my maple and see what we can do. I got one cut left to make, and well, alright, there are multiple complications with it. One, since it's the last piece, they have to fit perfectly. And the pieces we cut away do. So as long as we can keep that same angle, everything should be good. My other problem is I don't have a whole lot of material to work with here, so it's going to be hard to hold the damn thing in place. Well, God help us all. I didn't enjoy that. That was rather nerve-wracking. That is basically the plan. Now, how the hell to laminate that shit? So, I tried running this on the jointer and knocked the tip off. So, two of the smaller leftover pieces I put together. The grain is going to look funny, but maybe kind of cool and kind of follows the curve. And it's largely scraps anyway, so what the hell. However, I am thinking that half and half as you normally would, and then joint the middle and laminate the whole damn thing. Well, the first joint has been glued and it's been sitting here for hours. I'm going to have to find a better reliable way to clamp those up though. That looks pretty damn good actually. Comes right to a point. Like we wanted. Honestly, alright, the way I set this up so that this was setting against a guide and the Purple Heart slid up to that guide, which is a little beyond, just a little beyond what the maple was, which I'm thinking is a good idea so that once we get this thing together we can do, plane that one edge and hopefully still leave the points of the maple and everything will line up good.